Beautiful. Okay, that was weird. Oh god. My phone like glitched. Are we in Mercury retrograde? So anywho, I had posted on Patreon that I was going to show you about this beautiful energy of rainbow many years ago, and I'm talking about when I really embarked on my spiritual purpose and working, making this my not only my purpose but my passion and my career. My angels told me that I worked a lot with the beautiful energy of the rainbow. And ever since, I've been studying that magic, and it's kind of like my thing. It's stuff that I work on. It's stuff that I do for my uncles. Of course, nobody's really aware of, because when I do my healing, you feel the energies and the effects and the outcomes, but you really don't know a lot of what I do. So I work with divine energy, and of course with the beautiful angels, really connected with them. And a lot of the co-creation that I do, the rituals that I share, all come very downloaded through their essence and energy. Is divine magic. So this energy that we're going to share today, that of course I will share with you, it is beautiful angel energy of the rainbows. Now, you notice the last couple of months, without really planning it out, we've been working a lot with the energy of rainbow. For the 222 ritual, we did the different energies of with the candle. And then I think before that, on my moon box, you guys got these candles. And it's just like the energy of the rainbow just continues to flow through. And I shared with you all that the full moon in March, which is on the 18th, is they're talking about creating a beautiful positivity charm, right? The full moon's in Virgo. It starts in the early morning, so you might want to do this maybe the night of, March the 17th, which would be great, because if you're trying to manifest a lot of prosperity and flow into your life, you could work with the energy of the 555. And it so happens to be St. Patrick's Day. So I'm going to be doing a very special St. Patrick's Day ritual for luck on that divine energy. I have not put it up. As soon as I do, Patreons, you will be the first to know. So let me put that there. Patreons luck ritual. And then my great wealth ritual will be in May, which is the energy of 555, which I talked about it in another video that I think I premiered. So the divine energy of March 18th, which is, it talks about the beautiful Indian holiday of Holi. And that day, like, they do a lot of, they throw colors at each other, and just is like very festive and happy and bright. It's just kind of like a happiness, holiday, which is quite beautiful. So it shows here about braiding together the different ribbons. Now, I have an array of ribbons here in front of me, and then let me see how I'm going to shift it so you guys can see what I have. All right, so I had to maneuver my camera right over. So I work a lot with ribbons. For those of you that have gotten the besom, it takes a lot, some time for me to ship it, because I add ribbons to the besom. So the besoms, I already make them, right? They're already made. But when you buy the besom, I add your energy intentions to, especially if you're like my uncle or someone that I've been working with for a long time. And it's because, again, it's a very special magic. So today, you're going to be seeing a glimpse of this quite lovely magic. Now, this beautiful magic I do in my personal spiritual work. So the only way you get to see this magic is if you are on my YouTube channel. All right, so look at all these beautiful ribbons. I love it. The beautiful energy and colors of the rainbow are red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, and purple. I could be wrong. You could correct me. So I think I have everything here. I got I got two different darker purples to create that violet energy. It doesn't have to be precise. It's all about intention, because even, I have two different greens, and then I have my beautiful rainbow ribbon that I use for my very special rainbow energy oils that I create, that usually is more towards my beautiful gay pride energy and radiant clients. I create that oil for them. It's kind of like I put a lot of beautiful positive energy into it, but I love that oil. I use it for myself because it's just so happy. I feel like that's like, I know you guys love my happiness oil, but I feel like that's my happiness oil, like for me personally. With this ritual, for those of you that getting my moon box, which I still do not have this on Etsy, I think only one or two other people got this, is the ones that got the Make-A-Wish ritual. So the ones that got, which is funny because when I first created the Make-A-Wish ritual, I initiated a fairy oil that I did, and because I work a lot, of course, with the face. And in my new batch, I created 222 frequency Make-A-Wish energy, these beautiful oils. And this one has the divine energy of prosperity. So quite lovely to work. And it's so beautiful because what happens is I created an array of these oils for the Make-A-Wish energy. And when you purchase the ritual, I send you one of the oils with its specific energy, and it's supposed to coincide with what you're trying to manifest. So it makes it very special. Now, I also have my beautiful rainbow. These I got because they're supposed to be like floating candles, and they don't do very well for floating. So what I found is they are great to scribe on. Absolutely love, love, love to write out my intentions on the can. See how easy, even just by my finger, which barely has a nail. So that's what you want to do. I'm sharing this because some of you, of course, are going to be getting my moon box and through my Patreon. And now I have, because some of you don't want to get the moon box every month, which even on Patreon you don't have to either. You could cancel anytime, but I feel like once you become a Patreon, you don't want to let it go. I don't know. I get it. I understand. Believe me. So what I do, I don't have my little feather, is I will scribe on the candle, and I share with you this all the time, but for newcomers that don't see every single video, I will write what I desire. So I like to, like, a green I will do for prosperity, but I'll also use orange for prosperity. And so let's say green I would do for cash flow, so I could write the amount that I desire to come in every month. And then we could do red for romance. So I could say vacation with my hubby. Vacation. Long-term prosperity would be my goal of opening up a brick and mortar. This is supposed to be yellow, but the green took kind of over. So more expansion for my online community. And the great thing about this candle, for those of you that like to write a lot, because this is like a long phrase, I wrote it all the way around. And then, of course, continuous spiritual transformation. And then blue for health. Perfect health. Alignment. All right, quite lovely. And then you're going to take, of course, your beautiful Make-A-Wish oil, and you're just gonna rub it all over your candle. I don't want to do that right now because these are all my ribbons and I don't want to, you know, get them all oiled up. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're going to gather ribbons, right? And think about the intentions that you want to add to this beautiful ritual. Now, this is something you want to put either behind your door, in front of your door. If, for say, you're a roommate, you know, do it in your room door, like wherever is your entryway. I will have one probably in my sacred space and altar space where I work a lot for you on. Of course, my altars are there too. And I will also put one on my my wreaths, because I like to change the wreaths, even though I've been super duper lazy about my wreaths in 2022. But yeah, so there's so many ways that you could add magic to these ribbons. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna use yellow because I want expansion for my YouTube channel. And you know, that's about community. Yellow is great for communication, friendship, expansion, unity. Like, you know, use a color that really connects with you. Like I said, a lot of people love green for prosperity, and I connect more with, you know, the orange. You know, ever since I found out that orange is a color of prosperity, but then again, so is silver. You know, I have also here gold. You know, gold is the color of wealth. You know, if you have silver, you could use silver. So like, you could really become very creative in this beautiful ritual. So I will start on the bottom, and I will tie little knots, and with each knot I will declare expansion of my YouTube channel, new subscribers, goal of thousands upon thousands of new subscribers in 2022. And see all those beautiful, each knot is an intention that I just declared. And then you don't want to overdo it. Just kind of like keep your energy, because this is already, I already put those intentions on the candle. So now I just added those energies to my ribbon. And I would say I want to go on vacation, right? I want to use a fun red, a pretty red. So let's get this red. That's my romance, is to go on this beautiful, fun vacation with my honey bunny. So I will say to go on a beach vacation with my husband, to enjoy fun times and relaxing, peaceful times with my husband, to have a beautiful getaway with my beloved in a beach vacation. So it's pretty much the same intention with different phrases and words and declarations, and I will put this next to the candle. So, and then like I said, just have fun with it, you know? Each knot represents your intention. Now you notice that I use the energy of 3. You could tie as many knots as you want, but I always say less is more. When you're working with spirit, you don't want to, a lot of you tell me, I don't understand why things don't work for me. So I'll ask you, hey, so what did you what did you declare? What did you say? What occurred? And you'll be like, well, let me see your letter, or let me see, what you worked upon. And you'll have these huge, these long books, It is more powerful to keep the declarations, the phrases to a minimum. Spirit knows that you want more communication with your beloved, right? Or you want to get married. So you would say, I declare that I will have my wedding in 2023, 2024, or be open. I declare that my wedding will be in 2023 or 2024. Or if you want it in 2022, well, I would say, well, we are in 22. So I would declare at the closing of 2022 and maybe within the first 6 months of 2023. You want to be open and allow. You don't want to tell spirit, I want it just like this, because what you're doing is sabotaging the energy, and you don't want to do that. Do you see? I didn't give, and I do, don't get me wrong, I have dates and goals and intentions that I'll have, like small goals for like my monthly, weeklies, and of course I have 6 months, and then I'll have year. So I do have an array of different intentions that I set, and I'll have dates, like of course I want to manifest this by for say May of 2022. And then, but I don't like, how do I explain when it's like a long-term thing? Like, let's say, like I told you about me wanting to open my brick and mortar store. I haven't declared a date because I know it's something that I'm still working towards. I'm still growing to a certain extent in order to take that step. You know, it's almost like spiritually I'm ready, but physically I'm not. So I understand that. So I don't want to rush it, and I want it to be like special. And I want it to be somewhere where I feel like I could just create that and have that and hone that and enjoy that, right? So I'm leaving the gates open, you know, the doors to flow. I love synchronized energy. I love connecting with my spiritual guides and saying, you know, I declare this and I give it over to them. You know, I pass the baton over, and then they synchronize the energy. They start sending me like little action steps and little clues and ideas that will come as creative sparks for me to unravel and work upon. It's quite lovely how that works. So once you have all of your ribbons with all of your intentions, and your intentions are here, you anointed the candle, you'll want to once again take your oil and anoint your ribbon with your intentions. You could anoint it and, you know, go through the intention just like a prayer bead and declare a beautiful vacation with my beloved, some fun, peaceful, blissful time on the beach with my honey bunny. And just declare, doesn't have to be the same exact words that you use as the knot, but it is still the same intention. And then you want to light your candle, but be very careful. You want the ribbons around the candle to give it that beautiful fire energy, but you don't want them to burn. So you could either put them on the bottom, or if you have a bigger dish, put them, you know, next to the candle. However you want to do it, just you don't want, of course, your ribbons to burn. Once this energy is done, once your little candle is fully burned, and then you're going to take your ribbon and you're going to place them. You could tie them all together. You could gather, see where the knots are. And you could gather your ribbons together, and you could say, blessed be. I am grateful for my manifestations in my physical now moment. Thank you, beautiful angels of light. Amen. And so it is, and it is so. It's always a blessing, so much to be. And then, of course, there's going to be a lot more ribbons, so it's going to be so pretty. And then you could either tie it, you could either get a little thumbtack and put it next to your door, or like I said, I'm putting mine on my wreath, and I'm going to add another one to these beautiful bells that I have by my altar, because I'm going to do one's intentions for my beautiful altars, which is, of course, my uncles and my Venus and my prosperity. So I'm going to be doing different ones for different intentions, and you could do that also. Now, in the printable that I created for you, there goes all the ribbons. All right, so in the printable, I almost gave away an address. Of course, I added the beautiful energy of the rainbow and stars because I love to work with star magic, and I'm still working on the star magic book and series. It's just a lot of things that I'm working on for you guys. Busy, so they take a while. That's why I'll talk about it, and eventually I'll get to it. The divine energy of the rainbow. Absolutely love that. We are divine rainbow energy. We have it in our chakras. For those of you that have taken pictures of your aura, you can see the different colors, and they have different meanings of emotions and things that you're going through that associate with the frequencies that you are aligned with. And here, of course, I just gave an overview of this beautiful ritual that I just shared with you all. And I talked about, of course, the magical moon box, ribbons. I said the candle, similar. It doesn't have to be the same. You know, something that you could do is the little chime candles. You know, they come in all these beautiful colors. I think I have them in my shop as well. And each candle, I think, is like $1 or less. I even think I have a pack of like 5 for I don't know how much. And on each candle, you could scribe your intention. You know, it's like there's so many things. Or go to like your local Target or Walmart and see if you could find, you know, different colors. They become creative. Like they have candles everywhere. It doesn't necessarily, of course, it doesn't have to be this one. This just happens to be the one that I have. You know, stay in the energy of allowing, of connection. You know, your rituals do not have to be precise to what you see. Allow your creative intuition to flow and co-create these little magical tools to manifesting your desires. Now, after the candle fully burns and the energy is embedded into your ribbons, and I said put them, you know, I put them next to your door, but like I expressed, you know, put them in your door, put them by your room. Like, where do you feel like you want that beautiful, positive vibrational energy? And this is a great thing to do every year. You know, jot it down. When is the energy of the rainbows? You know, and this is something that you could create a tradition to do, just like I make the besoms towards a certain time of the year, and then I add them by my door closer to like September, October, November, December. And I love to cleanse my home with them. Like, you know, these are just different spiritual traditions that I created, that I connect with, that I see and witness, like the beauty and the magic of it, you know, and being able to, you know, do these things every single month. Like, if you're part of the Patreon, you know, I'm always adding new rituals and new printables for us to create this magic. And then of course, an area for you to write. Absolutely love writing, and I wanted to share something. So in the last printable that I shared with you, beautiful Patreons, was the beautiful energy about self, about divine, you know, connecting with yourself, loving yourself, working with you. And they have like different things for you to do, like a bucket list, and best year ever, and I think I have 2 best year ever highlights, 2 highlights. I think I just created extras. My favorite was the letter to myself, and something that I did, and you could do this also with a rainbow, because I explained this to my beautiful Patreons, is something you could do is write a letter from your future self. Think about your intention that you added into these beautiful ribbons, and think about your 2024 self during this essence and energy of when you do this. Looking back upon you right now, what would you tell yourself? What would you say? What would you be so grateful for? All of this magic has manifested in 2024. You're witnessing the fruition, all of this magic. How would you share this to yourself? So I wrote it, you know, and then I started to see the coincidence of things that I have already manifested when I did something in 2019, and I'm witnessing a lot of it 2022, late 2021. So it's really beautiful to see our manifestations, and that's why I do a lot of written work, because there's just something magical about writing. It just really hones our spiritual selves and align us with a certain frequency of acceleration, especially when you're manifesting, especially in the beginning, when you're trying to manifest, writing it down, because in the beginning you're not sure, you don't know if this is gonna work. You know, humans tend to want validation. They tend to want confirmation. They want universal signs. You know, so many times I hear, but Daisy, I don't see the signs. You know, I'll do a reading and Spirit will be like, I'm trying to connect with them. I wake them up at this time, or tell them about this. And I'll be like, hey, Spirit says, do you remember this? And I'll be like, yeah, what does that mean? So it's something that I told one of my beautiful Instagram followers, because she loves to share like pictures of her spiritual work, and it's quite lovely. I absolutely love that. I love when you guys send me your spiritual work and I get to see like your creative, like beautiful rituals, and you'll buy like a candle and buy certain things, and it's like you just make these beautiful rituals, and I love that, because that's what spirituality is it doesn't have to be by the book. And I know a lot of people will criticize me about that. I've been doing this a very long time, and it started somewhere. There wasn't a book. Somebody created these things. So, you know, as a spiritual worker, we are always in co-creation. We're always sharing the techniques that work for us. So she shared with me the signs that she would get, and I was like, well, this is, you know, something that I always share with my clients, is always see, when you see certain signs, especially of your spiritual animals, see what happens right after. Give it a couple of weeks to a month's time. That's why journals are so important, because sometimes Spirit will send you certain clues to manifestations in your life. Like I explained with me, the ladybug and the butterfly and the dragonfly, like these are spiritual animals. And of course there's certain birds that I will not share because they're for me, that I see in certain times that I know to expect. Pay attention to the signs, and then pay attention to what occurs right after these signs, because in many ways this is how Spirit speaks to us. A lot of you guys think that, you know, Spirit's gonna grab a chair, sit in front of you, you're gonna have a conversation. Not all of us can have that. As a matter of fact, 1% of the humankind really connect with spiritual in that formation. For instance, me, I smell, I see like movie clips, I hear certain words, and it's just like, it's almost like a download energy of thoughts that then I express. That's why sometimes you see in my readings that I'm trying to grasp what they're sharing with me with my vocabulary. And sometimes they'll just say things that I have no idea what they're talking about, and you have to look it up, and you'll be like, well, Daisy, what does this mean? But I don't understand. I was like, well, you have to Google it, because Spirit is sharing stuff with me that I don't even know myself, but it has to do with you. So that's the way it works, is for us to research and define what it is that they're sharing with us, so we could grow and become master manifestors. So I always tell you this, you know, you want to be part of this. I don't have time to put every printable in my Etsy shop, you know, so if you want to have these printables, there's, even if you just want the printables and the rituals and the videos, it starts at $5.55, and you have access to all that. And if you want to do Venus, that's $22.22, as well as Prosperity is $20.22. If you do them both together, it's $44.44. And you still have access to all of these, and the Venus and the Prosperity. Now I'm even adding special meditations and videos just for those tiers and up, because I want to make it fair for, you know, the supporters that are supporting so much. I wanted you to feel like I'm really, you know, taking care of you. So Spirit is always sharing all these new ways, especially now with the new line of goddess oils that I'm co-creating, that is gonna knock your socks off. I know that I'm just like, I love my oils. I use my oils. Like I said, this oil, this is a early 2021 oil, and I don't sell this. Like, it was, I think I sold, I think I gave a couple to my moon boxes, and the scent is surreal. I absolutely connect to it. I wear it every single day, because all you need is a little. You saw I just dipped And then now I'm getting, because these bottles are beautiful, but the cork is a pain in the butt. So now I'm being good. You know, I know they're cute, but I feel like these are prettier. I don't know. I just love these bottles. But I am starting to order now the ones with the droppers because, you know, for you, because it's just more simple to kind of pull out the dropper, and you know, and eventually I will get a lot of really pretty bottles to just make it more magical and more girly, because I'm all about that divine feminine energy. And I think I babbled enough. So thank you all for watching. Stay tuned, because I will have the Make-A-Wish ritual up, because a lot of you ordered that ritual, and I want you to be able to tap into that beautiful frequency. That ritual has like, it's like the kit has like different rituals for you to use and hone the energies of the moon cycle. So it's quite lovely. And yeah, that's it for now. Thank you all for watching, and you have a blessed, beautiful new moon energy.